Hey guys, Adam Retro Moments here and welcome to the second video from Retro Gathering in Sweden. If you missed the first one, you can click in the upper right corner. Now let's get to the tour and the game hunt. So right after the entrance you can see some game consoles hooked up to CRTs for the best gaming experience, of course. Here we got two guys playing some Life Force, I guess, on the NES. And if we go a little further in here, we can see some more TVs and more consoles, of course. Here we got some Commodore 64 and European SNES and also an Atari there on the corner. And going further here, we can see two guys playing some Mortal Kombat on the original Xbox. And to the right we got Turtles Hyperstone Heist on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. Going further here I noticed something very awesome. Look at this CRT there, Sony model, 14-inch, and to my eyes it's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for to my game collection. And look at this, we got a young fella playing some OG Game Boy. And also another young guy playing some N64, Lilat Wars there. That's pretty awesome, hope he likes it. It's a wonderful game, one of my favorites for the N64 actually. And some more computer stuff, and we also got a Vectrex here. Look at those graphics, very cool, vector graphics as they call it. Definitely something that I would like to get my hands on one day. It's a cool thing and very pick up and play, you know. Even for people who are not gamers, it's very easy to get into, you know. And then we got a few flippers here and also a Pac-Man arcade, which is very cool to see. And here's the big room with all the sellers. So let's get some game hunting going and let's see if we can find any gems or anything cool to buy. So let's start off with the table here at the corner. I can see some Famicom games, Salamander with the transparent cartridge there, and a few more titles there, kind of regular titles. We got some Mega Drive games, and yeah, going further here, more computer stuff, and we got a Super Nintendo PAL version and a Mega Drive PAL version, and yeah, some controllers. And at the shelf behind there you can see some Neo Geo games, MVS games. The guy looking at them now. Nothing for me, I keep myself to the AAS, even though it's the more expensive stuff. I just like the presentation there more. But here we got some NES cartridges. Of course, a lot of NES cartridges, and they were quite popular too. They were going really fast. I think that the prices have slowed down a little bit on NES. Some of the loose games are actually going down now, so that's cool to see. A lot of people nowadays are more into the complete NES games that are still collecting for the system, so that leaves out the cartridges for all the players who wants to play on original hardware with original games. And look at this here, we got a Super Graphics, the last version of the PC Engine that came out in Japan. Very unusual item, so really cool to see it here in Sweden actually. Really wanted to buy it, but it was just a console and no games and no cables or controllers, so yeah. And there you guys could see the titles of the MVS games, some good ones like Area Fighters 3 or Last Resort. But let's check out some Super Famicom and SNES games here. We got some great stuff. We got Nosferatu, Hamelin the Violin. That's some cool titles for sure that you don't see every day. Pocky and Rocky, and now there's some also some SNES PAL games in between here. Guy is going really fast here, so let's take a look at something else. We got UN Squadron here, complete in box. It's a nice game, one of the best shooters for the SNES in my opinion. Also a game I have complete. Let's take a look at the complete ones here as well. We got the Metroid Redesign, which is a remake that someone made. And Rival Turf, great game, really funny cover art on that. And a Mega Man 7 with a scratched out label, $180. That's a little too much for me, especially when it's not in good condition. But if you guys want to see more Super Famicom games, you can click in the upper right corner where I made a special game hunting episode from Japan. Anyway, let's go further. We got some more SNES and NES games here. So let's take a look at the SNES games. Seems to be quite usual titles. Shaq Fu and Toy Story. Cool Spot. That was 7-Up's character for a video game. Those were the days. Yoshi's Island, and let's see. There's actually an NES game that I'm looking for, and that is Blue Shadow. It's called Shadow of the Ninja in the US, and they have it here for $30. And yeah, I don't know. That's it's not an expensive game, so I'm gonna hold my horses here and keep looking. Might find it cheaper elsewhere. Otherwise I'll just go back and buy it here. They had 2 of them. And this table was also from the Nostalgic store, Nostalgibutiken, that I went to before and made a video. And you can check it out in the upper right corner as well if you wanna see that and haven't seen it. They have a cool, neat little store in outside Stockholm, more to the countryside. Anyway, here's some more games that they have. Seems like they always have some N64 and SNES games and NES games in stock, so that's always nice to see. And here we got another big table from another big game store that's called Spel and Sånt, and I'll definitely visit them in the future. And here we got Castlevania Order of Ecclesia for the DS, $320. That's crazy how expensive that game got. It's a Castlevania game that I don't have yet, and just as you guys, I love Castlevania games. Final Fight 2, $150. It's quite uncommon. I think it was only released maybe in Germany and a few other countries in Europe. That's why it's so expensive here. The Japanese version is still super cheap, so I would rather get that. And we got Wave Race for the GameCube. Fantastic racing game. I really liked Wave Race on the N64, but to me, Wave Race Blue Storm is even better. It holds up great today, so be sure to check it out or get it to your collection if you don't have it yet. And here we got some boxed SNES games. I see a lot of American games as well, which is really cool. And here we got Harley's Among Us Adventures, a platforming game where you are a shrinked down man. It's kind of mediocre. And Rockman 7 there, $50, and Wolverine, $150. Yeah, it's a quite uncommon game for the SFC. And now we get to Franz Jäger Gaming and his table. And all of the games that you see here is from the wild, which is pretty crazy. So what he does, he's asking all the people around him, you know, asking people at work, neighbors, and as you can see, it gives results. So very impressive, to say at least. And that's also a great tip for all of you. Just let people know around you that you're a game collector. Here we got a CIB copy of Turtles in Time. A classic game for the SNES, PAL version of course, $180. But let's keep going here. Let's see if I can find some more games. Ja, jag tänkte att jag måste filma dina spel här också. Så mycket fina spel liksom.
Mycket har ju gått också.
Ja, jag ser det. Det är definitivt mindre än vad det var innan. Den här framsidan är ju cool också.
Ja, den är faktiskt... Jag kommer inte ihåg hur våran såg ut faktiskt i Sverige.
Nej, jag tror att den är lite mer grå och så är det endast bilarna, tror jag.
Okej.
Ja. Har du fått något bud på EARTHBOUND då?
Nej.
Nej. Nej.
Många som vill veta.
Ja.
Eller ja, vad är riktpriset?
Ja. Alltså, den är ju så fint skick också.
okej. Ja, men
Det är lite jobbigt också. För
det är ingen liksom...
Den är för
på
fin.
eBay så går sådana för 35.
Ja,
Men det kommer jag aldrig få i Sverige. Så det är så här, ska
Nej.
jag sälja på eBay till Amerika eller ska man veta?
alltså ja, det är väl det du borde kanske göra.
Så att bli lurad, bli scammad av, alltså det är väldigt lätt att bli det.
Ja.
Köpa det på eBay. Så
Ja.
det är så här, ska jag sänka och liksom sälja i Sverige?
Har du sålt på eBay någon gång?
Nej,
Nej.
jag har köpt mycket men inte
Ja.
sålt.
Men avyttrar du hela samlingen eller?
Nej, det här är bara en liten bråkdel
Ja, okej.
som jag har lagt undan under många år.
Ja,
Så det här kommer jag inte spela.
nej.
Då har jag lagt undan och sen så har det bara liksom legat
Ja,
bråkat.
just det.
Det kan vara 20% av samlingen.
Ja, 20%. Ja.
Men det är ju amerikanskt och japanskt.
Ja, men det är det jag gillar också. Så att,
Just det går ju rätt hastighet liksom.
exakt. Ja. Så
Det är
jag,
inte ihoptryckt bild heller.
precis. Jag upplever att japansk artwork är oftast lite vassare också.
Skojar du? Skojar du? Jag menar kolla på den här liksom.
Ja, ja verkligen. Ja.
Alltså det är ju kul
Ja,
i
den
sig
är-
liksom.
ja.
Men det är inte så här jättevackert.
Nej. Sunset Rider ser ju också jäkligt snygg alltså. Men när det gäller Mega Drive så har du inte så mycket
Nej.
japanskt va?
Nej, det har jag inte.
Nej.
Det är amerikanskt för det.
Mm. Ah, nice. Aldrig hört talas om den här.
Kontraklon.
Ja, det är det.
Alltså musiken är bättre än i något annat kontra. Alltså det är
jag
så
satt
himla
den.
bra musik.
Ja.
Men gameplayet är lite sådär.
Okej.
Det är inte lika tajt.
Men är det värt att prova spela?
För musiken så.
Ja, för musiken. Okej. Ja. Ja, Mega Drive har en bra ljudchip. Ja, verkligen. Ja.
De som kunde programmera rätt.
Ja.
Kunde verkligen få till.
Ja,
De som
verkligen.
inte kunde, då lät det bara skit.
Ja.
Det är många Mega Drive-spel som har riktigt dålig, typ Doom-porten är jättedålig musik.
Ja.
jämförelsevis. Men det beror på hur mycket, som sagt, tid man har lagt ner på det.
En Batman till Genesis.
Eller hur?
Den är livsfarlig. Har du hört den? Nej.
Ja,
Alltså Batman är så jävla bra soundtrack till Genesis. Det är helt sjukt där.
som de säger. Så det är...
Det är ju när jag stod och fipplade på den att Trinkrescendo som har utvecklat den. De gjorde ju vattenkajtos, det är som tjommen där borta har.
Ett tips på grymma Mega Drive soundtracks. Panorama Cotton, jag exklusivt spel, men
Ja.
musiken är helt otrolig i det.
Ja.
Riktigt nice.
Ja, det har lite... Det är inte, spelet är inte så bra va? Nej, ja, Cotton, men Panorama Cotton går ju, den är
Ja, precis.
framåt liksom.
Panorama Cotton är ju typ... folk brukar säga att det första är typ det sämsta och sen är trean det bästa.
Ja.
Nej. Det är den första som är bäst, trean är sämst och tvåan är typ däremellan och det är Panorama Cotton som är mittemellan.
Just
Enligt
det.
mig så är det jävligt ballt arkadspel.
Ja. Men jag kan tro att det är det faktiskt.
Det är ju väldigt få som emulerar den Space Harrier-stilen liksom.
Ja, men verkligen.
Det är riktigt coolt.
And here we got Doom for the PS4 special edition box and a joystick for the NES in a rental case. It's pretty cool, pretty good condition, and also the Super Scope, the Nintendo Super Scope 6 in a rental case. And here we got the original American version in box, and Family Fitness Athletic World case there, and an NES satellite. And here we got some GameCube games. And as you know, lately GameCube games have increased in prices a lot. And the same goes here. Here we got Zelda 4 Swords, $100. But I think that's a pretty good price actually. But GameCube games are a little bit cheaper in Sweden and Europe overall, I have to say, the PAL versions compared to the US, which, those prices went crazy. And here we got a Zelda collector, Modig, and he has a lot of cool games that he is selling, and obviously there will be a lot of Zelda stuff, of course. Let's see what we can find. A 3DS XL here with a SNES theme, Let's see, let's go for the more retro stuff. I see some Japanese stuff here. We got the Famicom Mini. Those are always nice. I really like the packages of those. And obviously Majora's Mask, Japanese version. He wants 80 bucks for it. Not quite the same price as in Japan. But oof, this is a good condition of Kid Icarus. And ooh, here we got something good, something really nice. Famicom Disk System, Zelda games, yeah, 1 and 2. That's really nice. I really like the format of these. And yeah, the prices are not the same as in Japan, so I might as well wait with buying stuff like that. And some more Super Famicom games on the side here. Not that many, but we got Final Fight 1 and 2 here. At least much cheaper than the European or American versions. Ja, den där. Ja, ja. Ja. Är det? Set for life. Ja, ja, tack. Nej då, Andreas. Jag är så petig att det här, jag klarar inte av det här, och så har du tejpat den här. Så att det...
Lite tardigare är den.
Ja.
Lite tardigare.
Ja.
Den frigolit?
Nej, den här var tom. Det var ingen bonus.
Du visste inte det själv?
Nej, han visste inte det själv. Ja, ja, men tack så mycket.
Du tar den nu när jag plockar ihop den.
Den där, ja.
Ja, alltså det blir för jobbigt att alltså försöka leta upp frigoliten, tror jag, bara.
Den är riktigt nice.
Ja, jag har faktiskt varit ute efter den här ett tag.
Ja, det är skönt att få en i nice skick också.
Ja, konsolbundles är det jag gillar liksom.
Ja, fan vad härligt.
Ja.
Kul!
Ja, så det tackar jag dig för.
Ja, men tack.
Ja. And here's Dave from GamingGrannar, and he wanted to show me what he picked up. Fighting Force for the PS1. We got Download 2 for the PC Engine, and he got the Japanese version of Terranigma. Really cool artwork, and what a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, you definitely need to. SEGA Soccer Slam, just like Mario Super Strikers, but with SEGA. Omega Boost, a 3D shooter in space. Really cool game if you haven't seen it. Kind of a hidden gem, I guess. And Extreme G Racing for the GameCube. And also Metal Gear Solid 2 for the Xbox, the original. Nice pickups, Dave. And just when I thought I had seen everything, these games came up on the table. Very beautiful PS2 games, a lot of SNK titles here, which were really fun to see. And a lot of games were brand new and sealed, as you can see with this King of Fighters 98. I already have that game for the Neo Geo AES, but it's awesome to see it for the PS2, especially, you know, brand new like this. And here we also got Capcom vs SNK 2, and what a beautiful artwork. Look at this, King of Fighters for the PS2. Man, that looks awesome. And sealed, of course. Yeah, fantastic. What a collection. Alright guys, so now I am home and this is what I picked up. So I finally found my Blue Shadow. Found it for a great price. I think I paid 14 bucks for it. And it's also PAL optimized, which means it runs at the correct speed. And I also picked up Road Avenger here for the Mega CD. And I think I paid around 7 bucks for this, which felt like a good price. And it's a very story-driven racing game with FMV. And as you just saw, I picked up this box of the Super NES Mario World bundle. So only the box, but also with the box inside of it. Got it for 40 bucks. I thought that was a great deal, especially since the condition of this box looks really good. But yeah, not that many pickups, and some of you might wonder why I picked up this game, and I'll show you why right now. That's because I bought something else just the day before this event, and here it is. We got a SEGA Multi-Mega in box. The last Mega Drive console that was released, that has both the CD and the cartridge slot. And this is one rare item. It was not cheap, but I still got a really good deal on it, so that's why I picked it up. I couldn't resist it. Never seen one in person actually before, except for the Wonder Mega, the Japanese version in Hard Off when I was in Japan. But that's about it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to comment, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching until the end of this video, and see you the next time.